I'm so excited. My mom is here with me today, and she's gonna let me ask her questions, and she's gonna answer some.
Yeah, I reserve the right to plead the fifth, depending on what it is.
So I'm really excited. I know you all haven't seen me in a while. That's okay.
Mm-hmm. So you haven't done a video in a while?
No, I haven't posted probably since October.
Because you've been
not focused on YouTube.
Well, I was thinking it's because you've been in school.
No.
And working. And you're a mom.
Yeah, no.
Oh, that's not the reason?
No.
Okay.
Because I've kind of learned how to balance school, work, and motherhood.
Okay.
The only thing I had to get adjusted to, like when Aaron is not here, it just still took a while for me to realize he wasn't here to kind of do something for myself. And I do my homework and stuff at school. So, Okay. So, I wanted to ask my mom some questions today. Just kind of things I came up with. Some I asked Chat GPT. But, I kind of know my mom. We're like, all my life I've been telling her we are the same. And now as she's getting older, she's just not realizing this. But I also knew this as a young girl.
You knew what as a young girl?
Yes, my nose is still running.
That you're like your mom?
Yes. That we were very much alike before we knew what
our personalities and stuff.
Yeah, or astrology was.
Oh, yeah,
or anything, and like the characteristics and all of those things.
Well, yeah. Well, I would always tell you, I don't want you to be like me.
But we are.
Be better. Because I come with lots of faults.
Okay, I don't have a lot of questions, but I have a few. But I think it'll just be interesting. I don't know. I'm going to start with first. Is it weird that I'm an adult now?
It's not weird.
Because I have to grow up.
Yeah, I don't feel like it's weird. I've been with you every stage of your life, so it's not weird to me. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so I'm involved in your life, so it's not weird to me. Like, weird, no.
Yeah.
No, but because as your mom, I still look at you and see you as a girl, my baby. Yeah.
Before we started, guys, I was crying. I get emotional sometimes.
She always cries. And
if you know me, I'm very much a jelly bean, but I do mean what I say and say what I mean, and I will hit you.
Her she's
but yeah.
Dramatic child. She's always.
Oh no, I'm not dramatic. It's just.
Yeah, not dramatic in a bad way. Well, I would much rather you have emotions and cry than not have any. I guess you want me to cry too, huh?
No.
But I have emotions.
Because if somebody else cries, I'm like, why are you crying? What do you want me to do? That's why when I start crying, I try to tell people, hey, I'm about to start crying. Like, I can feel it coming on. Okay. What would you want me to do differently in life?
That is a loaded question. And, as in reference to what?
No, just right now in life. What do you think I could do differently?
Oh, like right now? What?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm not with.
This is crazy.
We just had that discussion the other day. I mean, we just had that discussion last night in the car.
Yeah.
So yeah, but you explained your plan.
Yeah.
Okay, so I respect your plan.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna let you do that. As it relates to your position and your co-parent situation.
Yeah, because that's on here too.
Yeah, your co-parenting situation.
Because it's that I asked you. It's basically how do you feel I co-parent? It says your thoughts on how I co-parent and do you see any areas of improvement?
Well, I will tell you, like, the things that you are tolerating or putting up with. I would like to say I wouldn't do it, but I can't put myself in that position because it's totally different in what you're doing. I respect and admire the fact that you are trying and you are doing as we as parents do, which is you're putting your child's best interest first, which is what all parents should do. But I don't want you to do it so much where you're sacrificing your peace and your harmony, and I think I've seen you do that, and I want you to pull that back, because what makes you the best parent is being your best self. And you would just have to explain yourself later to Aaron why you made these choices, which is what I've had to do with you, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I made choices.
Yeah.
And some of the things that I know for certain is, you know, I left the state.
Yeah.
And I left the state for some of the reasons of what you're going through.
Yeah.
Because
and I don't move closer.
I know, but you didn't know that, you know.
Yeah.
But I knew your dad well enough to where I did not want to be put in that a certain position. But I moved. I didn't move away to hurt him. I moved away to better myself, because at the time I needed to get to a metropolitan city, and that's what I did by coming to, you know, the city of Dallas. But nothing was selfish about it. It was just about what kind of mom, what kind of parent I wanted to be to you. Mm-hmm. And
You're
for
an amazing
me,
mom.
Well, thank you. I would have done try to do a lot of more things differently. But, you know, but I see, you know, it's different. You have a boy.
Yeah.
I had a girl, you know, so
yeah.
And when you get to your spaces in life where, you know, meet your goals, reach your goals, then you're on the right path. And like I said, I'm trying to respect you as a parent. Well, every day I'm respecting you as a parent. I'm a grandparent. It's not my baby. You are my child, and I have to respect that. You know, I'm trying. That's why I said, well, I tell my friends, let me leave so the hierarchy can resume.
Oh yeah.
Because when grandparents are here, hierarchies are gone. You know, so so I think you're a great parent. I've always told you that. I always tell you you're a good mom. You know, I've always said that to you. So that's nothing new. And I'm not even taking that away from his dad. I think he's a good dad too.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, he's a good dad as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, you know, he could easily not. Everybody can make choices or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So no. So it's just about the way you all communicate.
Okay.
And
yeah.
So I pray that you all get to a better space than that. So I do pray.
I pray about that too daily.
So I pray about that as well, and it will happen, because I am confident that God will lead y'all in a better place and position to do. So I want y'all to do that. So I might have answered a couple of questions, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So I haven't fed the fifth yet.
Yeah. Okay. This is a great one. Okay. If we were the same age, do you think we would be friends?
Like. So I don't know if I can answer that question, because that means you're not my daughter.
Correct.
So if I just were to meet you and oh yeah, I would say yes. I think we would be, because we would find out that we're a lot alike. Mm-hmm. And we don't require a lot from the other person as a friend. I don't require a lot of attention.
No, I don't either.
I don't require it. So I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That'll be interesting, because I don't know you as any other person. So
right. I wouldn't even look like this. Jesus. Could you imagine?
You wouldn't be you, so I don't know.
I know.
So
but it's just, see, thinking too deep.
I can't. Yeah,
would you be my friend?
I am that person. Would I be your friend? But do you know me as a friend? You don't really know me as a friend.
No, you don't know me as a friend. Well, I'm a great friend. Yeah.
Well, I think yeah.
You think you're a great friend?
Yes and no.
I think it just depends on. Well, everybody has categories and subcategories.
How close you are to.
Yeah.
Me. And the reason why I say yes and no, because you know, I think maybe sometimes my friends will want me to do more, or be, you know, a little bit more engaging, but I just don't have it to give.
Yeah.
You know, so because I've done that before, and you end up giving more than you're getting, and it wears you down. And I can't. But there are people in my life that they call, I'm there, and you know, yeah, you have categories of friends.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I've always said that my circle of friends have changed into a triangle.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that.
Same. Mm-hmm. I was really big
on
friendships.
You're very young.
Am I?
To get to that. Yeah.
Yeah, because I had a lot of issues with females growing up, and of course, you know this.
Of course.
Didn't know why, but whatever. Because I was this
it had things to do with them, like I told you. That was their issues, not yours. Yeah.
I love this question. Okay. So, give me your favorite memories of me in elementary, middle, and high school.
I know you did ask me that, because you know. Okay, hold on.
Oh, I know.
Because you know I don't have good memories. I have to think about things. Okay, hold on. So, oh gosh, okay. Well, I think, okay, I'm gonna have to jump around a little bit because I have different memories.
Okay.
You know, every year, like this month is our birthday month.
Yes,
right?
we're Aquarius.
Yeah, so our birthdays are 4 days apart. But there was a time like
4 days.
There was a time when and I think it was we'll say middle schoolish to high school. Every year on your birthday, like something major would happen. Like you got your period on your birthday, all right, you know, and then the next year we had to cut your hair. And then I think later, like another birthday, you got your braces.
Yep.
So I kind of remember that. And I think the most, you know, when we were in Atlanta, because we lived in Atlanta when you were in what, 6th, 7th? No, 4th, 5th, 6th grade. Yeah, I can't believe I said 7th. 4th, 5th, 6th grade.
I was trying for 7th.
Yeah,
I was trying.
Yeah,
I was trying.
Yeah, yeah. It was times. Yeah, so 4th, 5th, and 6th. So, you know, the funniest part, you know, like when you called me and told me about the raccoons on the bridge.
Oh, that was his elementary.
I had the entire office. I had the entire office laughing, and I had to tell my management team, you know, like I gotta go home because these raccoons may or may not be waiting for my daughter when she gets off the bus.
Correct. So for context,
tell them.
This was 5th grade. I believe it was when it was September 11th, 2011.
2001.
2001?
Mm-hmm.
I said 2011.
Mm-hmm.
So 2001, I was in 5th grade.
Mm-hmm.
So normally my mom, like...
And I was working 2 jobs.
I was just going to say 2 jobs. So normally she's
like
either
2
gone...
8-hour jobs. I was working 2 40-hour-a-week jobs. And my baby, if you're in the 5th grade, you were 10
or 11.
Okay,
because
so
I
would work 9 to 5, and then I would go and work for IRS at 6 from 6 to 2 or 3. So I would come home, take a little nap. She would get up. We would get up, and then I would walk. That's the time I would use. I would walk her to the bus stop. And that morning, she said, "No, Mom, I'm okay." And she would meet her friends, and I knew some of her friends that they would walk to the bus stop together. I said, "Well, okay."
Yeah. So as I was walking on the trail, it was a wooded trail. Mm-hmm. Normally every morning, you know, you see people running with their dogs, they're on their bikes. So I hear noises. So I'm thinking, of course, it's someone running with their dog as I'm walking.
Remember, you were on this little bridge. And yes. For anyone who's in Atlanta and you know, we lived on Cobb Parkway. We lived in Post Village. You know, It's very wooded. And in between those homes, they call them apartments, but they're really like apartment homes or little condos. Yeah. There were little walk bridge. Walking trails. Walking trails, but they had little bridges.
Because this was over, like underneath, like a little lake,
creek or something.
Creek.
Mm-hmm.
Creek.
Okay,
and so as I heard the noise, you know, the noise kept getting closer and closer, and of course I kept walking. And so when I finally see the dogs, who are not dogs,
i.e.
raccoons, 3. Not only are they big, they are big. They are huge.
Well, they've been feasting off the land. And
so immediately I freeze because what am I supposed to do? I'm walking to the bus. The raccoons run up to me. And I have become a statue.
And encircle her.
Because they're looking at me like, hey sis, what you got for me? I don't have anything for you. So if you're kind of like a 90s baby, early 90s baby, or if you were like that girl like myself in elementary, you had those curly shoestrings that you could
spiral.
Spiral the shoestrings so you didn't have to tie them. So immediately they went for my shoestrings. I on shorts. It was a whole scratch.
I didn't even know they scratched.
I went to the nurse as soon as I got to the.
Oh, and that is probably where you called me because or did you call me on your phone because you did have a flip phone?
No, I had the Kyocera at the time.
Oh, you sure it was?
It was silver. No, it was silver with the blue buttons.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, okay. I probably didn't have a signal. I don't know. Probably couldn't use it on. I don't know.
But as soon as I got me from the nurse.
Yeah, because I was so. I didn't know. Like at that point, I guess I could have turned around and went home, but my mom would probably be like, "Take it." You know, I don't.
I would have just.
I know, but I don't know. It threw me off so bad that.
What did you do? Turn around and just ran?
No, I ran like so while they were messing, they were so big because I stood on the edge of the bridge or closer to the side. So one of them fell, And so that left 2. They were on the hind legs, hissing, and oh my gosh. Okay, so when I kind of got it kind of kicking a little bit, got an opening, took off. To this day, I do not fool raccoons.
I mean, everyone in the family knows at this point in time, do not.
I don't find it funny when people make it jokes because they were not there.
And even my mother, who has this big yard and it backs up to a ravine, a big wooded area, and we'll go to visit. And I guess the raccoons know they left after. They will come and visit her after we leave, and my mom will take a picture and say, "Well, I'm glad that you guys were gone."
Okay, she will send me a picture like, "Look at the raccoon." Like, why?
And you know your dad hunts raccoons.
Yes.
It took me till I was in my 40s to realize that when he would go and hunt
raccoons.
Please don't bring
my
that
mother's
to my
just
house.
naturally bougie.
Don't bring that to my house. Well, he would bring that to his mother would cook them, and I didn't know they were raccoons. I don't even know what I thought they could have been.
Yeah, I remember my dad would be outside cleaning the like raccoons in the back of the yard.
So
he would
you seen him do that?
Yes. Knock on the glass and he'll hold it up, just grinning from ear to ear, and I'm yeah.
So that is a memory. Now high school, I guess my memory of you in high school. Hi. Oh, you were bringing me some. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
That's my child. You want to say hey?
Hey.
Hold on. You want to say hey?
He's just grinning. Okay. You eating your cheeses. Thank you.
Look at.
What else you do? That's it? Okay. Let me see. Okay, so now
he loves his grandmother so much.
Elementary school, let me see. It was something I almost remember. Elementary school.
That was fifth
That was
grade.
still elementary. Yeah, that was elementary middle as far as memory. I know, and of course, when I was traveling, you had a concert. I had a phone, and I gave you a phone, and I let you play the concert. I was in New York, and I let you play and you would sit up there and playing was it a violin?
Clarinet.
No, the clarinet on that.
Orchestra.
And you were playing,
Yeah,
so
the clarinet.
we've done things, and then
lead clarinet.
High school, I was there with you every day because I wasn't working every day, so I was with you. So I guess all the memories, and it was just me realizing I was like, I guess you were popular in school, you and your little friends. I didn't know because you were that. What was the Soda High School? It was a 5-3-8. What is
at the time 5A?
5. Yeah.
Now it's like 6A.
It was such a big school. I attended a country school. I don't know. You all had
how many people were in your graduating class?
Listen. Don't talk about us.
Oh no, I'm not.
We were all intelligent folk. We gave the big schools a run for their money. I only had 18 in my graduation class.
18 kids.
We started out big, but by the time you get to them final credits, 18.
Oh, no, my class started out big, and based upon the tax test,
it was 1,000.
Yes,
right?
based on the tax test, that's who graduated.
How many graduated? 300, 500?
Like 500
That's
something.
a lot of kids.
Versus like 800 something.
We were overwhelmed. That was a lot. Okay, so
and
that's it.
My last name starts with a W, so I was like fourth to fifth.
Every graduation. College graduation. We're like.
Oh no, well not college. College.
Oh no, college is by the college. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but high school we were over. We were over. It was hot. Yeah. And I had and for everything we do, because I'm the firstborn, which makes her the first grandchild, in a sense. So
yeah, kind of really on both sides, I think.
Jay is older.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then
by a year.
Yeah, then,
Dominique is. I'm older than him.
I know. Then it's then Dominique is after you.
Yeah. Yeah, some years because he is young.
Oh yeah, he's very much young.
Yeah.
And then crystalline and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so everybody means everybody comes in by it being summertime. It was just a lot. Yeah. So ask me another question because that was a long. You might have to edit that. Oh, the raccoons.
I don't think that's funny. Okay, what's the funniest childhood story about yourself that you haven't told me yet?
Oh, because I did tell you I used to read to my Shetland pony. I told you that.
Isn't that cool? Who has a Shetland pony?
My dad he was a circus pony. Me and Deuce, we used to, baby, please.
Who has a Shetland pony? And who goes outside? Like, what, if you think about it, like, what kind of life did you have? Like, you had an amazing life to go outside.
I was
and you got to read to a pony.
that's just
like most people get like little dogs or something. You had a pony.
Yeah,
wow.
I had a little Shetland pony. Yeah. So I told you that. Let me see. I'm trying to think of something. I don't think you know. Well, I'm sure I told you that I started driving when I was 12, and I would get all the kids in the neighborhood, and we would just get in the car and ride around, like go out where the alleys would be and stuff. We would just ride around. No driver's license, no insurance. Girl, we just put everybody in the car. Me, son. I just put folks in the car. We go. Me, Jason, Neil, and then whoever else was in the neighborhood, just driving around.
Yeah, that's. Well, I learned early how to drive at 9.
I don't know what childhood stories.
I used to get an Uncle Jason Impala and go park it in another parking spot.
That was your way of driving.
It was heavy. The old school box Impala.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Okay, so that's. I mean, I don't know, Charity. Someone would have to bring up something.
Yeah, for you to kind of remember.
Say, that you probably don't know. You would have to like talk to Uncle Cedric and people who grew up with me to get other stories.
Okay, so if you could time travel, what era would you time travel to?
As in any era, as in decades and stuff.
What decade would you time travel to? Or do you have like a favorite era?
Well, you know what? I mean, when we were growing up in the 80s, we had a good life. Things were different then, the music, the way people related to each other, because we didn't have the distraction of all the technology, but we were trying to have, video games and computers. I think I liked the 80s when I was a teenager, because I had a good time.
The 80s.
It was not the best time, but it was still good. The neighborhood, our community, it was a good time because it was growing up.
Did you experience a lot of racism growing up?
We felt like our teachers, some of our white teachers, were racist, but I didn't but just in and out of stores and different things. No, I still think I lived in a bubble. You know who was my daddy, so. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. I mean, no, because really when I began elementary school or kindergarten, desegregation was effective in 76. So
1976.
So
desegregation was what?
Effective, for all the schools in Louisiana. So I mean, I went to school with black and white kids, where before that wasn't the case. They integrated the schools. So yeah. So
1976. That wasn't too long ago.
They say about children, unless your parents teach you hatred. I had white friends, I had black friends, so we all were friends. Sometimes people, and you become friends. Yeah. So yeah, not that way. I had teachers I felt like they had their racist ways, and they still do. They look but other than that, and I would address it accordingly.
Not you address it accordingly.
Yeah, I've written papers in my I wrote papers about it. Continue. What else you got?
That's kind of it. Yeah. Because these weren't, you were supposed to have questions. Oh, here's a great question. How many compromises did it take for you to get to where you are today?
Oh my God.
And I created that question myself.
How many compromises?
Yes.
Okay, again, what's the definition of compromise? Give me a definition of compromise.
Like, how many times did you say, like maybe...
Compromises, listen.
Yeah, like you compromise at work, compromise in your personal life, or that to get to where you are.
I feel like I compromise all the time because nothing can always be your own way. I mean, we all want to live and let life be what we want it to be. Always. I mean, I did a lot of compromising, and I think more so than I should have. I did not establish boundaries the way I should have, which is why now I have zero
tolerance. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not anymore. And I'm just hoping it's not too late, but because I'm not doing it anymore. Yeah. As far as questions for you, because I'm like I always.
Let me stop it.
Let me know when we're.
Oh yeah, we're good.
Oh, we're recording. Name an area in which you would have wanted me to be more involved or engaged in your life. because I would see different moms that, you know, there are mothers who do different, you know, they're more engaging about certain things. Because I was told that I was hard on you, you know.
Oh yeah. Mother.
You know, so what would you have wanted me to do or not do as a parent to you?
I was gonna make me cry. Just show up. I know you was working.
Mm-hmm. So when you talk about compromises, that's the compromise.
Yeah, I know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's why I make sure for Aaron, I'm really big on always. Even though sometimes, you know, he don't understand or like know to look for me, but I'm there.
Mm-hmm. So, but I would show up when you had things at school, right?
Yeah, but like award ceremonies, like you'll give me cameras and stuff. Like, hey, make sure I'm cute.
Mm-hmm. At award ceremonies.
Mm-hmm. Cause like kindergarten, my 5th grade.
Well, yeah, kindergarten I should have made it a point to go, but it was my first day at work.
Yeah.
Literally, it was my first day at work. And
oh my gosh, I remember that.
Remember that? It was my first day at work.
And I remember I went to you was like, go to the Boys and Girls Club, and I went, and I'll never forget that lady. I see her face to this day. She was like, your mama didn't sign you up for this. And I was like, oh my God, where am I supposed to go? And I walked in the hallway and ran into you, and I was like, oh my God.
So that's what I was trying to make sure I showed up when I needed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was there. No.
But I never felt like I always said, I never felt like I missed out on anything or.
Well, evidently you did.
Well,
I wasn't there.
Yeah.
For everything. And I would tell you, even for kindergarten.
But those are like the 2 things for sure.
Yeah.
You know, I remember.
And I because in my day, you know, you really didn't. With the jobs I was having, you really didn't let folk know that you had children, because they'll instantly think that you're going to be wanting to take off and do things.
Yeah.
And then I was a single mom too, but that literally for kindergarten, and I found out later that my own manager was a single parent, and she did find out later that I had missed your kindergarten thing, you know, and she was upset for me for it. I said, well, I wasn't going to tell you. I wasn't going to ask, because it was literally my first week of school. I mean, my first, I had just started work. It was in May. Yeah. I had just got that job. So I didn't even know how to ask to have that day off or whatever. But, you know, things are so different now, you know, 25
but I did that too,
years later.
For Aaron's, when he was at the MLK, like his first day, I didn't ask off.
I know.
And it was just,
And you said, I know how you felt, because I felt that way too.
And that day I said, this is probably how my mom felt.
Oh, I always felt like that. Yeah, I always felt like that.
Because I was like, no, I had broken my wrist. I already took off for that. Like, it was a lot. I had did a lot in a short span of time.
Yeah, but there were always things that I was, that I had to make a decision on. Always. Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, so and so that's why I say you're a good mom, and you always make sure that you are present for Aaron. I've had friends tell me too that I made single motherhood look easy, and I will tell, and now you know it is not.
No,
it is nothing about it easy. But I do know you can have 2 parents in the household. Doesn't mean that it's going to be easy, because you have to be on one accord.
Yeah.
To parent well and not feel the stresses of it. But yeah, I think those are the kind of questions, because in this life I ask you things that I want to know at the time.
Nothing. Single parenting is hard. It's just to me, it's the decisions you have to make.
Yeah, and when you ask for compromises, honey, listen.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I think that's so hard, making the decisions.
I had 10,000 tongues. I couldn't tell it all. Okay, it was oh my God, it was. Need to be charged.
Probably was on too long.
What else you
got? Do you did you ever see me being a teacher, an educator?
Not until
it might be going dead.
Not until your junior year, you know, with that teacher. What was the name of her?
Junior year.
Your mentor, that
Tabby.
Is that her name?
Yeah, that's her nickname. Her mean self. She said she was a witch.
Yeah, all of that.
Yeah. I think it's
Does it have to charge?
Yeah. It's going dead. It looked totally different.
Does it? It was shadows, doesn't it?
Uh-huh. I need to charge it.
So how do you charge it?
Up here. I just gotta go put it up. Yeah, I need to charge.
Battery
check. Yeah. Okay, well, I guess let me end it then. See if I can end it real fast. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this little Q&A with my mother here. The light keeps going off, so that means it's time to end. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and hopefully, not hopefully, you will be getting consistent videos from me on this here YouTube. So thank you for watching.
Good job. I think you did a good job.
Oh, thanks.
Okay.
Thanks.